Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here for the Chelsea show. I'm joined by Abslen and Prime. How are we all doing?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Prime in a good mood. He's got his he's got his glasses on. He's ready for this. We're going to be discussing Kepa Arrizabalaga.
He's clear of Peterton.
Whenever I look at the group chat, it always makes me chuckle. Mainly because it's already got a reaction from one Arsenal fan. What
reaction?
He just put what? the title is literally Kepa is still top 5 goalkeeper in the league. It's going to get reactions from everyone. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. Prime was the one who said, "What's in the title?"
If Leno's top 5 goalkeepers in the league, then Kepa has to be.
Leno is not top 10.
I'm only telling you what I was told, Niall. Don't argue with me.
Prime, were you told that by an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
That makes that point invalid. Val says, I've been around trying to protect your soul. No Joe Linton nonsense, please. Prime was on the madness last time. It was absolutely brilliant. But no, we'll start with, the best place to start is probably the 7-0 thrashing that Norwich was given by Chelsea. They weren't the only small team to get a thrashing at the weekend. Obviously, Manchester United held 5. So, small teams getting battered everywhere they go, at home as well. But Norwich, Abs, we'll start with you. Not that you should ever expect to win 7-0, but that's not a bad weekend's work, is it? Mount getting a hat-trick as well.
Solid. We went there and did you know what? I would love to say that it was a great performance, but it was a professional job. Because if we're being honest, Norwich are terrible. They are, in my opinion, worse than the Derby team of 2008. And that Derby team as well was, they weren't great either. So what did we do?
Mate.
Yeah, but the beauty of what we did was now, from minute 1 to minute 90, we were onto them. And we didn't let go of anything. We wanted, I think maybe it was because we saw what Liverpool did last week, saying, we'll go to another relegation friend team and slap 5 past them. So we went and put 7 past Norwich, which if you go check everyone else's results against them, we bettered the scores of every other top team that's played them. So I'm looking at Liverpool and Man City because Arsenal are not a top team. So from that, it just showed that we've done our thing. We went and slapped 7 past them. Hudson Odoi and Mason Mount were absolutely superb. We didn't have much defending to do. Mendy, for once, kept a clean sheet without really needing to do much. He didn't have any save to make, really. Just picked up the ball when needed to. And it was just a very good, so good all-round performance from everyone. And Norwich are going down with Southampton and Leeds.
Ooh, Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton are going down.
Interesting. Wouldn't be my my favourites. I would agree with the Leeds one. The second season syndrome is a real thing. I keep talking about it. Big up to Wayne, who says big up everyone. Valve says, Prime, I can see the messages through your shades. If you can, you're watching this on one massive screen. And I apologise for having to watch my face on that bigger screen. That is mad. Love my guy Wayne. Also, happy birthday for tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Wayne. No Saints aren't going down. Burnley are going down. Burnley. What, Sean Dyche? Let's put a bit of respect on Sean Dyche's name. This man has been saving Burnley from relegation for years. Lauren says Arsenal are not a top team. Who do you support? I'm going to give you one of the biggest hints in the world. Welcome to the Chelsea show. We haven't quite started getting the rivals on yet. But that may
Wait. Sorry. Wait, what? I'm confused. Someone said Arsenal's not a top team in the chat.
No.
Nice.
Ab said that he wasn't including the Arsenal result against Norwich because Arsenal aren't a top team.
They're not.
I mean, that's true, but like, why is she getting triggered by that?
I don't know. Maybe it looks like everyone's going. Lauren may fight you all. Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. Niall, is Mason Greenwood FC, Lauren? So they are bigger than Arsenal. Mason Greenwood FC is bigger than Arsenal. That is absolutely correct. Mason Greenwood FC has better finishing as well. But Slen, I'll go to you next. Norwich. It was a tough game. You won it just at the end. The nerves must have been absolutely beyond yourself. What a tough game. Obviously, you just about got through though. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I was shitting myself in the 85th minute because we were this close to losing it. Yeah, and that Mendy save, when he dived back, that's what saved us. Because I mean, and that last minute goal from Timo Werner, the injured Timo Werner, oh my God! But we had to remind Norwich why they need Gilmore. Yeah. That fucker called Fucker, he said he's not there to improve players from other teams. I mean, you know, we had to remind them why they needed Gilmore in that midfield, and we just went there and jogged, scored a few goals, and asked them to go back home and try and find a solution in that midfield. And try and play Gilmore more because they're shit. Norwich are bad. I mean, I can remember the first few shows we said they have a problem on the left-hand side of their defense. Right now, they look like they have a problem in the whole pitch. I mean, they don't have someone who is trying anything. They didn't do anything. They didn't press us. They didn't try to get the ball. We got all the 50-50s. We scored one again, 7. I mean, I've been saying I've been missing the high score lines at the bridge, but I didn't expect it to come like that. I mean, in the Premier League, when you're beaten like that, when you're beaten like that and you are not even trying, it's embarrassing for them. I mean, I don't know. We won, but I wasn't happy. At least you need to show some character. Try and attack a team. Try and have those few tackles. I mean, they didn't try anything, but yeah, it's good for us. It works for a goal difference and 3 points. So we move.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They sorted their left-hand side problem. They got Brandon Williams, who is world class. So we respect Brandon Williams here. Big up Russ. Velv says, how the fuck this Norwich team has more clean sheets than Man U? I mean, some days I wonder about life, and today is certainly one of them days. Oh boy.
Man United had one of the best defenses in the league last season, and the season beforehand. No, it is actually true. And the season beforehand, they're at 70% or something. So maybe it's Varane. That's the problem.
He's barely
Varane.
The problem is what I've been calling the problem for ages, which is they still have a fucking fridge. That fridge needs to leave. The fridge works in a back three, and I don't really like a back three, but you know, we're stuck with Southgate. But that fridge has got to go, man. The freezer is a better backup than the fridge. In fact, the freezer would do better as a full-time member of that defence with Varane. I mean, that freezer works. The freezer, Lindelof. Iceman, isn't he? So Lindelof is the freezer. Harry Maguire is the fridge. They've got kitchen appliances all over the place. Wan-Bissaka is a broken microwave. And Luke Shaw is a garbage bin because that's where he normally finds himself chewing on all the leftovers. That's why he's now the size of planet Earth.
And don't forget Varane is Joelinton's girlfriend. So
Luke Shaw's just
Varane fears Joelinton. I mean, he shits himself when he sees Joelinton. I mean, it's not once that.
That didn't make sense. Okay, now, yeah.
I'm telling you what's coming from smoke today. James Corden, Fridge, Lindelof, and Booker T at the United defense.
Don't disrespect Booker T like that.
Wait, hold on.
I was just about to say, don't disrespect Booker T like that. Wan-Bissaka's a broken microwave, not Booker T.
Wait, hold on. So if United's team is so bad, why are Liverpool fans gassed about beating them 5-0?
Because you're always gassed when you beat smaller teams 5-0. I remember one time.
No, you shouldn't be. I'm not gassed about beating Norwich 7-0.
Well, sorry, I'm just trying to think back to if Argyle have ever beaten a team 5-0. No. We'll probably have, but I can't remember.
I'm not gassed about
I know we've held a 5-0 before, or 4-0. Oh no, we held a 6-0 twice last year. That was good.
I'm not gassed about beating Norwich 7-0. Like, why are you gassed about beating Man United if they're not?
To be fair, you are right. When we beat Torquay United, I wasn't overly gassed. I was like, yes, it's a great result. Now let's go to the pub.
I just think it shows the mentality of Liverpool. Small club. when your biggest legend doesn't have a Premier League, it's embarrassing.
So Prime is Prime's going to try and fight Liverpool fans as well as Arsenal fans, and I don't know if he fights United fans. Like he certainly.
No, I like United.
Have you seen them on Twitter?
What?
No, their fans are annoying, but I respect their club and their history.
Okay. I was just about to say, because if you respect their fans, you clearly have avoided football Twitter quite well. Because it's our rivals, it's a derby. Yeah, I hear that.
Hold on. That's like if Chelsea beat QPR 7-0. They're in the Championship. I'm not going to get gassed by that. I'm not going to get gassed by that.
No. That's like if you. It's like if you beat Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm not going to get gassed by that.
What about Tottenham?
Same thing. Same thing. I'm not going to get gassed because I don't rate them, and they're not good right now. I'm not going to get gassed by that.
What about Brentford?
You might get gassed at that because they're quite a big.
What about who?
About Brentford. You get gassed if we slap them 5-0.
Who?
Brentford.
They're on the same level with Arsenal and United right now, so no.
Okay, so which teams would you get gassed slapping 5-0?
Man City. In the Premier League? Man City.
Yeah.
In general.
What?
Man City.
Not even Liverpool.
I'd get United up until the past 2 seasons, 3 seasons maybe because of Ollie and stuff like that. But yeah, so in general, no, I don't view them as a team, so no.
Wow. No, he doesn't just judge them as not good. He doesn't judge them as a team. They're not a club.
The 7-0 would annoy their fans, so I would use it to annoy their fans. But the result itself, I would not get cast off of it. No.
Prime annoy other fans? No, never. That doesn't sound right. We'll get Prime's thoughts in just a second. Let's go through some more comments. If we're comparing them all to all things in the kitchen, AWB is broken, more constantly sliding around the floor doing fuck all. That's actually a very good one. So that means that Luke Shaw is now a microwave. Well done, Luke Shaw. You've been promoted. That's like having sex and not reacting after a climax. Lovely, Velvet Schwarm.
Hold on. No. Let's go back to that. That's like having. No, it's not. Dude.
I mean, I wasn't really going to give this much of a reaction, to be completely honest, because this is YouTube and Let's Talk Premier League, not Astrid Wet and Pornhub.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Okay.
Or Astrid Wet and OnlyFans. No, you beat Hartlepool 5-0 in 2016. You expect me to remember 5 years ago? Jesus Christ, have some shame. Actually, that's more than 5 years ago. That's like 5.5 years. Come on, Daniel. Also Hartlepool of all teams. Of course I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't remember that. Who scored? Who scored?
It'd be like if Chelsea beat Doncaster 8-0. I would banter Aaron, but I wouldn't be gassed about it.
Oh yeah, I mean Doncaster are a tiny club anyway. Liverpool agenda Prime. What Prime? You don't moan? Jesus Christ. Valve wouldn't know anyway. Yes, Ross. But moving on, because it looks like Velvishwan is on a dinner date with Astrid Wet at the moment. But Prime, talk to me about the Norwich game. Obviously, we know that you're not, overly gassed at winning 7-0, but I'm sure you were happy for Mason Mount getting a hat-trick.
It was a kind of like a fugazi hat trick. Let's be honest.
Hey, Prime.
The first goal he scored.
Hold on. I'm gonna go really basic there. Did he put the ball in the back of the net 3 times?
Barely. The first goal he scored, it was a good goal. It wasn't a banger. The second one was a penalty that he missed. And I know what's his name, was it Krul, was off his line, but usually they don't. Usually when stuff like that happens, they don't recall it back. Because I've seen keepers off their line before, and they don't tend to recall it back all the time. And then the third one, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was going for goal.
Goes in the back of the net.
Okay. So Mason Mount missed. So I'm chalking it. And the third one, let's be honest, Ruben Loftus-Cheek took a heavy touch. So he had to shoot. So we all know Ruben was going for goal. He took a heavy touch. The keeper came out, and then he had to. So is it a hat trick? Technically, but is it really a hat trick? No.
I don't think it is. Literally, he put the ball in the back of the net 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to go basic. It's as simple as that, really.
I'm joking. And you know what's happened? All this, because the game before, it was all about Smith Rowe and being better than Matt.
Yeah.
Apparently. The game played before we'd played, and it was all, what's his name? Harvey Elliott is better than Mason Mount. Guy bagged the hat trick. Shuts all of that down. He's won a Champions League, got an assist in a Champions League final. So just criticize Mason Mount. Don't compare all these mid-tier bowlers to him. It's like comparing Gerrard to Lampard and Scholes. Let's not do that. Come on. It's embarrassing. Let's not do that.
The thing is, one minute. The thing with the young players, obviously, I follow a lot of the younger lads coming through in all the big teams. It's why I know about Lewis Bate, and I knew about Livramento a little bit and all of that. Prime looks aghast and shocked. I'm not sure what the hell's happened there. Prime genuinely is shocked. Mustafa says, I hate everything.
Okay.
Ram said Harvey Elliott was better than Mount. He is a higher ceiling. The thing is, with these young players, is you're never going to really truly know how good they are until obviously, 10, 15 years time, once their careers are finished. But to say that Harvey Elliott has a higher ceiling than Mount, that's probably fair. Harvey Elliott is 18 years old and doing the shit he's doing already. He may well have a higher ceiling. Is he better than Mount now? No, of course not, because Mount has got the silverware and the personal accolades to back that up. But to say that Harvey Elliott has no chance of ever surpassing Mount, that's ridiculous, because you just don't know. Because also we're forgetting the Mount is 21, 22 now. He's not,
22.
No. It's when you speak about things in the definitive without proof that I don't like. So saying he will surpass him. Obviously he could. Yeah. Anyone could. But it's in the definitive I don't like.
It's the picking of words, yeah. It's like when I say Mason Greenwood is the greatest ever footballer, that's just me spitting facts. But obviously in terms of Curtis Jones's prime example, I expect Curtis Jones to have a very high ceiling. Do I think he's better than Mount right now? No, because he physically can't be. But in maybe 2-3 years, I reckon he could surpass Mount. Mason Greenwood has already surpassed Maradona because Greenwood hasn't ever had to score with his hand. Motherfucker. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm still salty about that, even though I wasn't alive. But we move. But let's move to
Jan Ronaldinho, so I'm good.
Not yet.
Apparently, Salah surpassed Ronaldinho.
Huh? Okay.
That's what Liverpool fans were saying.
That's my goal. No one disrespects my goal.
Have people been watching? Let me guess. These were people that weren't alive to see Ronaldinho play.
Yeah, because apparently Salah surpassed Hazard. Then they went for Ronaldo in the Prem. Then they went for Bale. They went for Suarez. Went for Neymar. And now they're going for Ronaldinho. Who's next?
Right. So
Messi.
Oh, no.
Hazard. I think there's a conversation to be had. Ronaldo again. Potentially a conversation. I'm not saying definite, but conversations could be had. Neymar, yes, because Neymar is. I'm going to be controversial here. I don't really rate Neymar. I mean, all he does is shag his sister every year on his birthday, and that's about it, really.
Allegedly.
No, we don't need to do the whole allegedly here. Sue me, Neymar, I dare you. Who else did you say? Suarez? Yeah, probably. Suarez was different. But he was also racist, so I find it hard to back Suarez. So Salah for me, Salah, yeah, he's one of them as well. So yeah, I find it hard to back Suarez. So yeah, Salah is better than Suarez. So yeah, it is a bit mad there. If me and Ab speak, what about Ronaldinho? Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
Mason Greenwood is best youngster in the league. Completely agree. No Liverpool fan said that Prime ESPN done it because they are stupid. Niall, it was ESPN who said that about Salah.
It wasn't ESPN. It wasn't just ESPN. But okay.
Salah not even half the player Ronaldinho was. Well, look, the shit Ronaldinho could do with a football, it was by far the most disgusting thing in the world. So if you are half the player of Ronaldinho, then you can probably sleep easy knowing you're probably one of the greatest footballers of your generation. Because there's Ronaldinho, there's the rest of football, there's the rest of humanity's footballing ability. There's a clear difference. But I want to move to Tuesday night. Obviously, you had the EFL Cup. Or the Carabao Cup, as it is known. The EFL Cup is actually the official name of your of the trophy. Not that you should really give a shit because the EFL are shit, I know. But you had Southampton. It was all going well in the first half because Havertz scored. You then decided in the second half, do we want to keep a clean sheet? No, we'd rather not, thank you. So you ended up drawing 1-1 after 90 minutes. So obviously, with all these top-class managers moaning about fatigue and minutes and all that crap, you don't get extra time anymore. Straight to penalties, and then, well, if you're having to face Kepa Arrizabalaga in a penalty shootout, you might as well just quit now.
Which world-class managers are complaining?
Well, Klopp moans about player fixture congestion minutes all the time.
No, who's complaining? Who's complaining? Which world-class managers are complaining?
What Prime about? What general players playing too much? Well, most of them.
No. Name them. Name the world-class managers that are complaining.
Klopp, Pep have both moaned about fixture congestion.
One of them isn't the world-class manager.
Tuchel's done it.
Tuchel, you mean the last press conference? That wasn't him complaining. That was him making a joke.
No. I mean before that, Tuchel was moaned it. Every manager who manages a big club has moaned about fixture congestion.
Mm-hmm.
All of you. Liverpool, Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs. Well, actually, Arsenal can't moan because they don't have Europe. But a lot of the big clubs have moaned about fixture congestion. Look, it is what it is.
I don't agree with that. To be fair, if you've got the squad to handle it, then you've got the squad. Or prioritize. I don't agree with complaining.
Bro, I'm not disagreeing with you because Plymouth Argyle, with a much smaller squad, has to play 46 league games. We have to play bloody Johnson Paint Trophy or whatever the fuck it's called, Pizza Trophy. We have Carabao Cup and FA Cup to deal with. And the players are paid at considerably a lot less than they are in the Premier League. So, I agree. I don't really care for this moaning. I'm just stating the fact that they all do it in the Premier League because they're entitled little motherfuckers. But back to Tuesday night. Abs, penalty shootout, Kepa Arrizabalaga, the inevitable happened, and you won.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. You see Walcott, the Arsenal reject, coming up trying to think he could give it to us all them years ago, and he was terrorizing us when we weren't particularly great. Obviously, he got put in a pack. We were smoking on that Walcott pack, smoking on that Hatzalhutl pack as well. And here's the thing, Chelsea fans, and this is going to sound really shameless, but whatever. When's the last time we got back-to-back wins against Southampton? Think about it. We never beat these. Oh, God. There's certain times, I can't lie now, the shamelessness is real. Like when Bournemouth got relegated, I celebrated harder than when we secured top 4 that day. And when we beat Southampton, even then, there was a part of me that wanted to bounce about as well because we never beat these clowns. And yeah, we just won the pen shootout, did what we had to do. We're into the quarterfinals, and hopefully we get Arsenal so we can put 5 past them and end their hopes of winning a trophy.
To be fair, I know how you're feeling because Wycombe Wanderers are literally that for us. Just cannot seem to beat these motherfuckers. It's just annoying. So I do hear you. I think every club has that bogey team that they're just like, we cannot beat these motherfuckers and just let us beat these wankers. Like every club has it, and Southampton really has been Chelsea's. Valve says Tuchel complained when the Leipzig coaching staff went to congratulate PSG player. I don't remember that, but yeah, cool. Valve, you really want to talk about complaining managers? Yeah. Big up Max. Whilst I've said many times on Liverpool shows that Klopp should not make silly excuses.
Well, he's a fraud, so he's going to make silly excuses. Sorry, Niall, what were you saying?
Prime, you really, really do not like Jurgen Klopp, do you?
I don't have a problem with Jurgen Klopp.
We'll get thoughts of you on both things. So talk to us why you have such an agenda against Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, and then talk to us. I
do not have. Again, people keep saying.
Well, mate, let me finish the second question for you. And the second question, obviously, you beat Southampton, inevitable Kepa Arrizabalaga, and you need to give him some props. So you've got 2 questions. Let's hear your thoughts on both.
I don't have an agenda. Twitter thing, these Twitter children like Valve want to use, but like I'm a grown man. Don't use it around me, for one. 2, I don't hate Liverpool or Jurgen Klopp. I just, because I don't praise everything they praise about their club, all of a sudden it's an agenda, which is weird. But yeah, I praise Jordan Henderson. No one ever mentions that.
You have said that Klopp isn't world class, which I think is a bit of a...
I don't think... Well, my view of an elite level manager, I don't think he meets that. But anyway, I praise Jordan Henderson. No one ever mentions that.
Can I just go back? What
I like the one that mentions that.
What is it about Klopp that, in your eyes, doesn't make him a world class coach?
I don't think he's, or at least in that high bracket, I don't think he's an elite level tactician personally. But that's only because of stuff I haven't seen it from him.
But do you have to? And I'm not having a go. I'm genuinely fascinated because I have a lot of respect for Jurgen. Not his excuses. I think his excuses could do with a lot of work. If he wants, I can always help him with those. But no, do you have to be an elite level tactician to be an elite manager? Because if you have a style of play, if you have that ability of when I'm not comparing Klopp to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at all, because I know what I've just said. You could say the same for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but if you have that style of play and that philosophy and it's working, do you have to be an elite level tactician? Like just because just because he doesn't, like Pep or even Tuchel, which is, have a clear system and can change it. He's got a system. It's a Gegenpress system. It's all about hard work and effort. Do you not think that those types of things make him an elite level manager, especially of the ability he's got on the coaching pitch as well?
But there are other managers that also have that trait as well. So like Pep, Tuchel, Mourinho when he was coaching in his prime, Fergie, Wenger, Ancelotti, Hansi Flick. I said Ancelotti, Louis van Gaal. But again, you have to have things that separate people, don't you? You have to have. There's got to be criteria that separate people, and if you don't meet that certain criteria, then you can't complain about it. Without putting in what he's won at Dortmund, I know what he's won at Dortmund.
No,
but that still doesn't change my.
I'm not gonna let Valve fight you because Jesus Christ, he'll lose the battle within 5 seconds. At least I've got a bit of a better chance of winning this battle.
Klopp is. I've never ever said Klopp is terrible or that he's bad. I know he's great.
No, of course.
He's just my little bracket of being a world-class manager. There are criteria you have to meet, and Klopp doesn't meet all of them.
Do you not think that with the way that football has changed, that the type of a Jurgen Klopp manager is now the sort of thing? Obviously, back in the day of Mourinho, because Fergie, I wouldn't necessarily was the best tactical manager. I wouldn't necessarily say that Fergie knew how to adapt, and he certainly was smart in respect to that. Obviously, it was a 4-4-2. Jose brings in a 4-3-3. Suddenly, United are playing a 4-3-3. So, look, Fergie wasn't, in my opinion, the greatest tactical manager of all time, but he's still classed as world-class manager. I know he's won a considerable lot more than Jurgen Klopp, but do you not think that with the way that football is now, where it is, and dare I say it, you are sort of a PR guy / counselor / teacher / baby sitter / God knows what for these professional, and I use the word professional loosely, footballers. Do you not think that a manager like Jurgen Klopp is now, seen as the go-to and in terms of building that system? He's got a system, of course. Of course, with his system, if he loses a bit of it, it does tend to break down. But do you not think that Jurgen Klopp could be classed as a world-class coach? Because I think he's definitely within that.
Because what you just said about Klopp, other managers have done that as well. But the other managers also have are also elite level tacticians. Like, for example, Fergie. I do question him on. There are certain times when he could have done better tactically. However, he's done so much. He's done so much that there's no way I can.
Level.
I didn't say he was. I know. I didn't say he was. So I do question Fergie, and I make a joke to United fans that Fergie's a fraud. However, he's done so much that I can't. He's done so much that with Fergie, I can't disrespect him. He's actually done, again with Zidane. I don't rate Zidane highly. However, he's won 3 Champions Leagues on the bounce. So it's a thing of where I can't say anything against that. It's something so special that it is what it is.
And my counter to that is Jurgen Klopp has got Liverpool to 1 Champions League final. He's won a Champions League. He's won a Premier League. He finished second in the Premier League as well.
Those aren't special feats because he won the winning the when he won the Premier League, he wasn't competing with anyone that season.
Mate, the season but the season before that he went toe to toe with one of the best managers and teams the world is. I know. He went toe to toe with Centurions, mate.
I know, but I'm talking about the season that wasn't the Centurion season.
Did they get over 100 points, or they got 99? They got 99 points. That's come on, that's
the Centurions was the season before. But anyway, this the season when he won the league. He wasn't competing anymore. Yeah. And people are saying you're being nitpicky. You have to be nitpicky when you're competing when you have so many elite level managers or world class managers or world class players or whatever. To separate them, you have to be nitpicky. Like, for example, winning this Ballon d'Or, for example, is the perfect example. I can say Jorginho, people will say Salah, or people will say Lewandowski. There has to be something that separates one from the other, so someone can win it. You have to be nitpicky.
Ignore Vel's comments because this is my argument. Vel,
No, I know, but I'm only saying because because people have said that. No, but if we ignore this Vel, people have said that to me in general. I'm being nitpicky, or like for example, when I say like Gerrard is not a Premier League great because to be in that sphere you have to have won the Prem, and I think, or I don't view. I said to Rachel like I don't like. Yeah, and I think with that she said I'm being elitist or something. And I was like, yes, I am, because you need things that separate people to being in that stratosphere. And anyway, that is a certain criteria you don't meet. I'm not going to bend the rules for one player because, he's great to know.
Ignore Velv because, to be frankly honest, this is my fight. And Velv, you're not helping the situation. Velv, I'm trying to back your manager here and you're really not helping the situation. So,
hold on. Could you say one thing, though?
Crack on.
Graham, the only thing I'd say against the thing is about Jurgen Klopp is that, listen, I'm not a big fan of Liverpool either. I don't like Liverpool, but Jurgen Klopp's gone in and he basically took Liverpool from, a team that was really struggling to even stay consistently in the top 6, and he helped rebuild that team.
I'm not buying that.
Sorry,
I'm not buying that because. The season beforehand, they were in a title race.
Yeah, but if you go back and watch that season, bro, they conceded 50 goals in the Prem and had to score 102.
And how many goals did City also concede that season as well? They were in a title race. They went right to the wire. It's not like, or at least
they didn't go right to the wire.
Or it went to the final.
It
went to the final like the final month or something like that. Like it's not my fault Liverpool lost the league. If Liverpool had won it, then they'd be. But it's not my fault. If Liverpool had won the league, then they would have been praised, regardless of them conceding 50-something goals.
If they won the league, I don't think many people would have said they would have won it the year after. That team was.
They might not have. They probably wouldn't have won it the year after. However, if they had won it that season, would people have been talking about the fact of, do they really deserve the league because they conceded 50-something or 60 goals?
Let me just jump in quickly on what Abs has said. I disagree that Jurgen. So there's two bits of it, and United are actually going through it now. It was a 2-part rebuild. So Brendan Rodgers did a lot of the rebuild in terms of I think getting the belief back at Liverpool. He certainly didn't build that team, but he got the belief back. He got that we can do this sort of attitude. Got them Champions League football. Obviously didn't win them the title. Obviously left. Jurgen comes in. Jurgen then builds an incredible system, and no one can deny the system that he built was incredible. For you to get to a Champions League final, yes, I know the way they lost it was comical at best, but look, every goalkeeper has had a howler. Yeah, every goalkeeper's had a howler, and they were facing Real Madrid. Like, respect needs to be put on Real Madrid's name. They've won like 13 of the Champions Leagues. It's absolutely mad. Then the year after getting to the final, again, I know they had to play Spurs, which you can question if that's even a fixture, but they won the Champions League, right? Then in the Premier League alone, Klopp has delivered second place, where he went toe-to-toe with Man City, who went on to 99 points. I think Liverpool finished on 98. Like, so, they were so close to winning that title, and they didn't win the title, but they were so close to winning that title and went up against Pep's Man City, and that was a year after Centurion, so it's hardly going to be a shit team, is it? Like, you get over 100 points a year before, you're 99 the season after. I mean, the downfall isn't, mad. So he still went toe-to-toe with Man City, taking it to the final day. And then he's also won the Premier League and won it at such a canter, and arguably should have went undefeated if they had the... if maybe lockdown didn't happen or the Premier League didn't get suspended, maybe they go unbeaten. I'm not sure. I can't remember when they lost their streak.
They lost to Watford before lockdown. They lost in February, I think. Okay, yeah, so, Champions League time, because that's when they got locked out against Atletico Madrid as well. They lost in February.
Okay, so ideally they probably should have tried to have gone unbeaten. I'm not sure if there was resting or God knows what they were doing, but. The thing is, he's delivered two Champions League finals, winning one of them. He's delivered 2 title races, winning one of them. He also delivered top 40 last season with no fit centre backs, and I don't use that as an excuse. But when every other team has got fairly fit teams and not that many injuries, especially to key players, that's probably an achievement in itself. I think to say that Jurgen isn't world class for me is just a little bit absurd.
It's not. You guys are telling me things that I already know. That doesn't change my belief of it. Or fine, if you want to say he's world class in that elite top tier of managers that I've seen, he's not in that. And
what do you mean?
I don't know what
your goats, as in your greatest Prem managers.
And even right now, I don't think he reaches Pep. I don't think he touches Pep.
I disagree. I think he's better than Pep.
Okay, well, you again, and that is your opinion, and that's fine. But my personal opinion of it, he doesn't.
Fair enough.
I don't think he's that and all the stuff that you've named to me. Again, that's when he finished second. He didn't win the league. The season he won the league, he wasn't competing with anyone, and he also didn't win multiple trophies. Like while he's been here, he's forgone all the domestic trophies. He knocked out so early. Like, I don't rate that. The same way.
One mate got to a League Cup final.
But did he win it?
No,
but you said that he gets knocked out early all the time, but he actually got to a League Cup.
I said he's forgot. Okay, so he got to one final, and the rest of them he's just forgone them and not really tried to go to win it. And I'm not gonna praise that from if you're just winning the league is an amazing achievement, but what's even better is winning a league and another trophy alongside it, and that's something he can't do.
I agree. I agree. I obviously being a lower league fan, I respect the FA Cup immensely. It's it's a huge part of English football heritage. Would I like to see someone like Jurgen Klopp try and win the FA Cup? Yes. Do I think he cares about the FA Cup? No, I don't think he does. But I actually think less foreign managers, I think, are starting to disregard the FA Cup. Now, I'm not going to say it's because they're foreign, but I think when you're English and you hear about the FA Cup, you understand that heritage. You understand that that's where you as a kid watching BBC One. As a kid watching the final, these are the moments you have in your history. I think people like Pep, who make of it what you will about the Carabao Cup, but he does always want to win it. I would like to see a lot of these top managers take these cup games more seriously, like an FA Cup, like the Carabao Cup. I would like to see that. Because I think at the end of the day, there is a lot to be said about the FA Cup, and ultimately, I do think it's a little disrespected by some managers. That's just my personal thoughts.
It's not even necessarily about the FA Cup. I know he won a domestic double. I think it was the FA Cup or the German league and their domestic trophy. I know he did that in the Bundesliga. He only did it once. A manager that I can name. How many times has Fergie won domestic double? Or he's won a treble, I think, twice at United.
I was just about to say he's won the treble and he's done the Champions League and the Premier League at least.
Exactly. But that's my point. I can name multiple managers. How many times has Mourinho done it? He's won a domestic double in the Prem twice. He's won a treble. How many times has Pep done it as well? These are elite level managers. That's why for Ancelotti as well. Yeah. That's why I don't put, for example, Wenger. I don't put him in there.
And Ancelotti got sacked for
he's
winning.
Great.
Ancelotti got sacked for winning a domestic double.
He got sacked the season after when he didn't win it. But there's so many. Obviously Wenger, I put a top above Klopp. But I don't put Wenger in that kind of top echelon level bracket. But that's for a different. That's for a different reason. He's never won a Champions League. He hasn't done it in Europe. That's for a different reason completely.
How can we be putting Wenger above Klopp if Klopp has got a Champions League? Klopp's won the biggest trophy.
Then fine, whatever. That's what fine, whatever. Then put them on the same level. To me, it doesn't matter because none of them reach that bracket. That it doesn't matter.
For me, if you've got a Champions League, that you jump above anyone without a Champions League.
Then fine. It doesn't matter. But I don't put them. They're both are not in that elite level bracket. So fine, one's over the other. I don't.
Again, trying not to turn this into a Liverpool show, but what does Jurgen Klopp have to do before he leaves English football to be considered as an elite level manager? So what's he have to do?
Retain your title.
Right.
Do a domestic double or maybe a treble. That's kind of hard, but do a double. Retain your title. Do something special. Like again, for me, if you win your league, if you don't retain it, that's not.
If Klopp this season was to win the Premier League and the FA Cup, right? Where does he sit then? Like, I know these all lifts and buts, but with the way Liverpool are performing, it's not completely out of the question. If he was to win the Premier League and the FA Cup, where's that make him sit then?
I don't know. I'd have to review. I would have to review it amongst the other managers that are also in that bracket. But however, again, we're in October right now. If say from right now, Chelsea and City just fall off completely, and no one challenges Liverpool, I'm not necessarily going to rate that highly compared to other managers that have done it and have done a double or a treble while everyone else, other teams, are competing with them.
I was going to go under the assumption that Chelsea and City are going to be right up there.
Yeah. And obviously you would. That's the assumption. Obviously that is the assumption you should make. But if no one competes with them and they win it, then I can't compare. I can't compare it with when other teams have done it when they've had competition and still won 2 trophies and stuff.
Okay.
What was the other question you asked about Liverpool?
It was going back to Chelsea. It's always fascinating talking about Klopp and all of that. It's always an interesting debate. Big up to Velf in the comments, who's been absolutely mad. I think we beat Newcastle lads up at Chelsea, says Dylan. Hacked for fuck's sake. Dylan is just trying to avoid being a United fan, I think. But yeah, Prime. Southampton obviously won the Carabao Cup. Is it round of 16? Was it the round of 16 you played?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you won in the round of 16 against Southampton on a penalty shootout. Kepa Arrizabalaga was inevitable. How did you view the game?
It was third string side for the most part of it. I think we're okay up until we scored from the corner, as Ziyech didn't necessarily play that well, even though he got an assist. The goal we conceded, people will want to blame Kepa, and yes, he has a part to play in that as well. But I also look at the defense, and we should have done a lot better in being able to clear that, because as much as we can say, if Mendy wasn't goal, we don't concede that shot. However, if the defenders defended better, that goal wouldn't have come about in the first place for Mendy to have to save or for Kepa to have to save. So that's why I say everyone played a part. But Kepa, again, near the end of the game, saved us, I think, twice from losing it. And then in the penalty shootout, he's a shootout hero. I think people should respect Kepa a lot more. He's not this bum everyone makes him out to be. When you look at other goalkeepers that are praised, so Dean Henderson, they're not as good as Kepa, with all due respect to them. And is Kepa phenomenal or amazing or anything, or is he world class? No, but he is a sturdy backup goalkeeper. And for the 3 games, I think 3, we'll be missing him in the Cup of Nations or whenever that's scheduled to be. It's not going to be that much of a problem. And I know his efficiencies are long shots. So long as we manage that, we did when he played against Spurs. And I remember in that 25 minutes, they were dominating us. They were trying to hit long shots, and we stopped them from doing that. As long as we can stop teams from trying to take long shots against us, we'll be fine with Kepa in goal. So yeah, I think he should be respected.
And the thing is, every goalkeeper has a deficiency. David De Gea's deficiency is actually crosses. He's not very good at, dealing with a cross. Kepa is definitely absolutely woeful dealing with a long shot, and it's probably something that most Chelsea fans, when they see a long shot being taken at Kepa, it's like, okay, I've just shit myself. It's sort of like that level. But no, I do agree. Kepa is a brilliant goalkeeper. I like Kepa, and I think there is still absolutely a world-class goalkeeper in there. And Chelsea, arguably for me, have got the two. Well, actually, there's not even a question about it. You've got the two best goalkeepers in terms of it for depth. I mean, if you lose Mendy, replacing it with Kepa, replacing Mendy with Kepa, that's not even, I look at other teams. Manchester United, if they don't have David De Gea, they have to put Dean Henderson in. Kepa is better than Dean Henderson. If Liverpool lose Alisson, they have to put in Kelleher. Kepa is better than Kelleher. I think if you look at top two, if you look at both keepers and respect both of them, and look at them both and compare it with all the top teams, I think it's fair to say Chelsea have got the two best goalkeepers in terms of 1 and 2, probably in the league.
Valve, I'm going to time you out there because you can't compare Kelleher to Buffon. And I'm Irish as well. I'm Irish as well, and Kelleher is not. No, that's not.
Valve may be a mod, so that might be a bit difficult. But no, I want to go Slen quickly before we obviously preview your game at the weekend. But Slen, talk to me about the Carabao Cup game. How did you view it? Slen, are you there? You're muted. There we go.
You're right. Gerrard is a bum, but we're talking about Kepa right now.
But yeah,
I didn't say that. But anyway,
what did you make of the Carabao Cup game against Southampton?
I'll be completely honest. That day I was tired as shit, so I watched the halftime. Then the 15 minutes, waiting for 15 minutes to finish, I fell asleep. I didn't watch the second half. I've watched the highlights, but I can't judge a game by just highlights. We were good in the first half. I don't know about the second half. We considered a stupid game from what I saw. I mean, a stupid goal from what I saw. But we should be beating Southampton, even if. And actually, someone I wanted to say he had a very good game is Saul. Saul had a very good game in the second half. Yeah, again, I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlights, his shots. I mean, it's been a while since we saw someone try to shoot from distance and actually trouble the goalkeeper. So he had a good game, but we should be beating Southampton, even if it's our Team B, we should be beating Southampton. And we were talking about our bogey team, and tomorrow we are meeting another one in Newcastle. We've won there twice in a very long time. So I don't know, but yeah, it was a good penalty shoot. Mount again with a poor penalty. It was saved again. I mean, how can your penalties be saved in 2 games in a row? I mean, he needs to improve in that, and I don't know why Kai Havertz didn't take them. And he actually was the penalty taker when he was in Germany, but I don't know why he didn't. But I think he did run a lot in that game, and maybe he was tired. So yeah, it's a win. We go through, and that's it.
Too tired to take a fucking penalty? Are we genuinely using that excuse nowadays?
Honestly, I don't know why he didn't take the penalty.
If we're gonna start using excuses of players run around for 90 minutes, so you can't take a penalty, then
okay,
I give up.
I can't call it an excuse. I'm just trying to find a reason at the top of my head. I mean,
I could absolutely assure you that better not be a reason, or I give up on football. I'll deactivate the channel. If that is ever used as an excuse, I'll deactivate the channel and I'll go start a flower channel. I'll change the name to Let's Talk Flowers, and we'll just discuss flowers. We'll do the annual flower show. Like fucking hell, like Jesus Christ.
Who are we talking about? Mason Mount missing his pen?
No, Kai Havertz. Why he didn't take a penalty?
He missed one against Villarreal, to be fair.
Oh, now you're starting to sound like Pep.
Wow.
It is what it is. I just hope, for the love of God, it's not because he was running around for 90 minutes. So I swear we will be converting to Let's Talk Flowers. Also, Ravi, I respect you immensely, but there is no way we're saying Kelleher is better than Kepa. That we're not even going there.
No, I think he was talking about Buffon.
Oh my God.
I hope you're joking. Do you know what? It's less disrespectful to say that Kelleher is better than Kepa. It's immensely disgraceful to say that Kelleher is better than Kim Buffon. Like,
Kelleher doesn't even start for Ireland.
Who starts for Ireland?
It's some. Oh, I have to look up this guy's name because I get it wrong.
Bazunu?
But it's not Kelleher. Yes, thank you. That guy
plays on loan from City at Pompey. So yeah, make of that what you will. A League One goalkeeper getting in above Kelleher. I like Kelleher. Buffon is decent. Buffon is slightly...
right now. I think he plays in like the Serie B. He's still better than Kelleher.
Buffon is slightly better than decent. He's definitely in the world class bracket. Decent is what I'd class Dean Henderson as decent. I'd class Hugo Lloris as decent.
Gerard's Premier League career is decent.
That's not prime stuff.
No, that's not. Thierry Henry is decent. That's not like.
Huh?
Oh my.
Oh no.
No. Jesus,
so what's Bergkamp?
Oh God.
Who's Bergkamp? The guy who did a little flick against Newcastle. That guy.
Okay, so we're gonna get cancelled by Arsenal fans. Actually, we used to have an Arsenal show, but Arsenal fans didn't turn up on this channel. I can only imagine why. At that point, I was bantering Arsenal fans like.
I wonder why they didn't turn up.
Well, then Prime at that point, I think at that point I just started talking to Prime. Me and Prime have been speaking for fuck knows how long. Probably near on a. I can't remember. It's probably approaching a year. And I was starting to learn a lot about Prime and Twitter arguments, and used to sort of tag along when he was arguing with someone on Twitter. So I was starting to learn a lot. And at that point, I was bantering Arsenal fans like crazy. So yeah, I can only imagine why they turned up. So if anyone does get into an argument with me and you don't like me, blame Prime. He takes immense pride in that. Do you know what, Valve? You will be timed out for saying Kelleher is clear of Buffon. I will do that myself. I'll accept a lot, but that comment is just absolutely that is disgraceful, Valve. That is absolutely disgraceful.
Wait, I'm muted.
But
sorry, did he say that? He wrote he's clear.
Yeah. He put Kelleher is clear.
Remember when Valve in the chat just said no one said Salah's clear of Ronaldinho? It was a little ESPN thing. You see why I know he's lying? Stuff like that. Thank you. Yeah. So when I say Liverpool fans said they were the best team in Premier League history and they tried to deny it, I know that's a fact. For little things like that, it's a fact. But cool. Yeah. Sorry, no, we're disrupting your show.
It's not a problem. Velvetron always finds a way to disrupt shows. It's just Velv. No, let's. Kelleher, Matt, how are you? God. Oh my.
No, it's okay. You continue with the show. I'll do it.
Oh yeah, because Velv's modded account has been blocked for 5 minutes. So Velvetron is now a peasant. But let's talk about the game on tomorrow. Obviously, 3 p.m. kickoff. against Newcastle. Just quickly, can you believe that Norwich versus Leeds is Super Sunday? Like, fuck me. Like, out of all the games of this matchday week, they chose Norwich versus Leeds for Super Sunday. Like, the lack of self-respect from... Oh, mate, that is... It's arguably disgraceful putting that on Super Sunday, but we move. Let's talk about Newcastle, though. They've got new owners. Obviously, I've said this before. They're not going to get this massive... Everyone's expecting a huge bounce. They're expecting, to go on such a run. And maybe with a new manager, you might get a little bit of a bounce. I think the caretaker manager, Graham Jones, I think. He's all right. He's a good coach. Not a manager, but he's doing well. Newcastle on a bit of a high though. Is it at St James's Park? It is at St James's Park.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's tomorrow at 3.
You're slightly screwed because well, actually, I would say that, but the atmosphere against Spurs, and look, I do not mean to, absolutely body Newcastle fans, but hey presto, I'm about to. The atmosphere was great for 2 seconds, then they all fucked off in terms of it just went silent. And to be fair, it was like everyone was buzzing, wall of noise for about a minute, and then boom, clear pin drop. I guess Newcastle just don't have good fans. But Newcastle at St James's Park, a little bit of a bogey team for Chelsea. You worried about it?
Yeah, because this isn't prime Newcastle with Papi Cisse and Demba Ba and Ben Arthur and Johan Kabay. This is Newcastle.
Joe Linton, mate.
Yeah, Joe Linton. Joe Linton's probably going to cause some damage. Callum Wilson. The only thing that worries me, though, if I'm being serious, is Gucci Mane on the wing. Alan say Maximan. Almiron's not bad. If he starts, he's
not even better than Dan James, but okay.
Huh? Okay, I'll pretend you didn't say that. Let's see.
I said he's not even better than Daniel James.
Almiron or Gucci Mane?
You didn't.
What do you think?
You didn't just.
Almiron. Okay, I'll accept that.
No. Saint Maximin. I don't know who Gucci Mane is, but Alan Saint Maximin.
You didn't just say that Saint Maximin is not even better than Dan James, did you?
No. Oh, no.
Apologies. Oh, wow. Lauren also goes, Ollie knows what the FA Cup is all about, plays his starting 11 versus Rochdale.
The fact you had to change topic and you couldn't even fight me on it proves I'm right. It's fine. But
I'm just not even going to... There are debates that I'm willing to have. Jurgen Klopp being world class is a debate I'm willing to have. Saint Maximin versus Dan James is not a debate I'm willing to have. I'll put that one. Really. But Abs, Newcastle, talk to me.
But that's about it, like literally. They've only got Saint Maximin or Gucci Mane, who scares me, who could cause some damage. But really, we should have enough to beat them. They're not that good. They've only got what's his name. They've got Lascelles and I know that we're missing Kovacic, Lukaku, Vernon, Pulisic. Pulisic should be back for Burnley though. But
no, Pulisic is back.
No, he's not going to be fit for the game.
When did you hear that?
Google's in the press conference.
But it came out today that he's back.
He's back in training.
Tuchel said he can't be ready for tomorrow's match.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's back in training. He's not back in the squad. But other than that, we've got a fully fit squad. So if I was to choose a team, I'd probably go with the back three. I mean, the goalie chooses himself. It's Mendy, and then probably just I don't know, maybe Aspi Silva.
It's who?
Mendy.
Does Bettinelli not get a shout for starting?
I wish. The problem is Bettinelli is he's not had too much game time. We're going to soon. But who is it? I'm probably going to go with Silva and Rudiger and Aspi. Then in midfield, if he's fit, I go Ruben and Saul, but I know he's not fit, so I'm probably going to go for Kante and Saul. The wing backs are going to be, for me, Chilwell and Reece James. And up top, same as last time, Mount, Havertz and Hudson-Odoi. And yeah, we just need to do what we did against Norwich last time, which is make sure that we score relatively early. and silence in Newcastle crowd because once they've gone quiet and once we've taken the lead and we're on the front foot, they're not getting back into the game. And I'm saying 3-0 Chelsea. So.
Okay. You mentioned that, but the real threat Newcastle have, not that bum, the B-Tech Dan James. The real threat they have is actually Callum Wilson. He's a very good goal scorer.
You did not just call St. Maximin a B-Tech Dan James, right? You didn't do that, Pride. There's the.
I'm not harsh enough to say he's a C-Tech Dan James.
Oh my god.
Next, he's going to be telling me that the Brazilian Ronaldo is the B-Tech version of fucking Martial.
But no, because no, that'd be stupid.
What, and saying that St. Maximin isn't the B-Tech Dan James isn't stupid?
No, it's not stupid. But anyway, as I was saying, Callum Wilson will be a threat if he gets adequate service. I mean, you know, Almiron could do something. You got Matt Ritchie. They've got a flick and trick merchant and Gucci Mane or Maximin, whatever his name is. But the headband guy. But yeah, I think the score will be either 3-1 Chelsea or 4-1. I agree with what I've said in terms of if we score early. My team would be Mendy. I agree with the defense. The midfield, Kovacic, just news came out that he's out with an injury. And I wouldn't necessarily throw Kante into this. Is Ruben still out? Or is he back?
Yeah, apparently Ruben's out. Ruben and Cover both out.
Ruben's a bum, man. Yeah, okay, fine. Play Kante and Jorginho midfield, I guess, because we have to. And Ballon d'Or winner Jorginho. And then the front three, Havertz, Mount, and Callum. Yeah, I would be surprised if Ziyech came in there because he did score, or he did get an assist. Sorry, I'd be surprised if Ziyech came in.
He won't.
Yeah, that would be my team, more or less. But yeah, that's enough. I mean, maybe Callum Wilson scores, but that team's enough to keep out Gucci Mane, Bum, B-Tech, Dan James. B-Tech Nicholas. No. Actually, he's the B-Tech Nicholas Pepe, I should say.
Oh no, that's even worse than Dan James.
That's a disrespect to Dan James.
No. That's a disrespect to St. Maximin. I can hear the Dan James slightly, even though I think it's ridiculous. But Pepe, Jesus Christ!
Oh, yeah.
In a minute, we say Adama Traore is better than St. Maximin.
Adama Traore is better than St. Maximin.
Slen, talk to me about Newcastle before Prime starts disrespecting St. Maximin to levels that not even I will accept. Although we are teetering very close to that moment.
As Aaron would say, St. Maximin doesn't even start for Doncaster. That's a joke, by the way.
Thank God for that. Slen, save us. As there are sirens. I live in Devon, so somebody's probably killed someone. But Slen, Newcastle tomorrow. Excited?
I don't know what to feel, but I trust Tuchel, and he always does something, or he does the opposite of what we are used to. I mean, when you are very excited about Chelsea winning, we used to lose. Right now, you get excited and he proves you right. Or you have ish about a lineup and he goes ahead and proves you wrong. I mean, so I expect us to win tomorrow, but we need to be wary of St. Maximin. I don't think teams have tried to counter this season a lot. So, but we need to be wary of that counterattack from St. Maximin.
Why?
And a world class, and that world class Joelinton, who is a quality striker. And
why
Wilson.
Why are we worried? If people aren't even scared, if people aren't even scared of you guys are not even scared of Dan James. So why are you scared of Maximin?
Please mute your mic. I'm trying to say something here. So we need to be wary of those counterattacks, and we should win this one. I'll go for a 3-0 win. We will do what we did in February. February, we went to Newcastle and we won the 4th consecutive Premier League game. So I expect us to do the same tomorrow. We've scored fast in 6 of the last 7 games we've played in. So I expect us to score early, 2 goals, try and demoralize them. They come at us, we attack them. I mean, so I expect us to win tomorrow. I'll go for 2-0. When you expect this team to score a lot of goals, they don't. Although I expected them to score a few against Norwich, which they went and overdid. So I expect us to win tomorrow, 2-0 against Newcastle. Then we go to Malmo, 4-0. And yeah.
Love it. Yes, Prime, you have your hand up. You may speak.
Okay. First of all, GoloKante being world class. Okay, let's allow that for a second. We put it to one side. Why is Maximin a threat?
He's a box of tricks. That dude can dribble and leave you for dead. So if we put Christensen there with his teeth problems, he might be left for dead. So yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player for real. He does know how to take his man off. I mean, on something we don't have. We actually don't have that kind of a winger. We had it in Callum some few years ago, but right now we don't have that winger that can take 2 men and just run with the ball and do something. And okay, his finishing is not the best, but he's been improving it, and you can see it. But he's a threat, so we just need to be wary of him. I mean, we let this guy called Robinson score. Was it a hat trick against us when we were playing? Was it West Brom? Yeah, we let Robinson score a hat trick against us. So
and McGoldrick.
But hold on, okay.
But no, captain all those games without a goal.
And we play the Champions League final and City didn't get a sniff. Like, I don't get what your point is.
His point is that when we come up against small teams, we let players, we let rubbish players like Emil Smith-Rowe, David McGoldrick,
Phil Foden, Mahrez,
Robinson.
Sterling.
Let me finish. What's his name? I forgot what his name is. Callum Robinson. Even a few years ago with Stephen Naismith. These guys are not good footballers, yet they score past us because we don't take them seriously.
Like Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, Mahrez, these guys, yeah. Like Benzema, Hazard, Vinicius Jr.
Fine. You're missing the point completely. The point has just gone way over your. It's gone over your head. That's the thing. They take them seriously. It's the smaller teams you do. Argyle have the same thing. When it comes to a smaller team, it's like, boy, we don't need to turn up here, and then we end up getting draw.
So. I know I'm messing with you guys, but still, I don't like. They're not going to be. They might score 1, but that's about it. They're not going to be that much of a threat.
No, they won't. You're right.
And also, our record against Newcastle is not as bad as what people think it is.
You just watch Carl Darlow score a hat trick from inside his own box.
I mean, yeah,
hat trick of all goals. They're dues.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, their goalkeeping options aren't too bad. Darlow is a great goalkeeper, and so is Dubravka. So they're set up for goalkeepers.
Maximin is going to score a hat trick.
And Dubravka, when he's picked against Chelsea, he turns to Prime Noah. So.
Mate, that's not just against Chelsea. I mean, this man has to face so many shots per game that he's just paranoid all the time. I of course he's had stinkers before, as has every player in world football. But Dubravka is one. I've always said that everyone was like, they're doing these new Castle 11s. What it's going to be like when the Saudis buy all their players. I mean, I saw the ridiculous ones with like Neymar and fucking Mbappe in there, and I just put them in the bin straight away. But a lot of them actually replaced the goalkeepers, and I was like, you what? It's like I saw Dean Henderson linked with Newcastle. I was like, you're fucking joking. If you're gonna get Dean Henderson when you've already got Carl Darlow and fucking Dubravka, you're fucking off your head. Like, if that is your biggest problem at Newcastle United, then we've got some serious problems in. Maybe you should get Mike Ashley back because he maybe knows the problems a little bit better. If you're picking out the goalkeeper as the biggest problem at Newcastle United, then you have a problem because the goalkeeper's not a massive problem. In fact, your goalkeeper's probably your best bet. That midfield though stinks like shit. So I'd definitely look like I'd definitely get like a. Do you know who I would get for New? Just going finishing on Newcastle, really. I'd get Donny for Newcastle.
Yes,
Donny van der Beek. He would do bits in that Newcastle team. Genuinely, Donny van der Beek. Do you know what? I'd get Donny van der Beek. They need a DM as well. They need a DM. So Donny and what DM could Newcastle get to go with Donny?
Declan Rice. No, Rice. Rice and Ndidi would be way too expensive. That I wouldn't necessarily be worth.
No.
I would have said Sumare, but he went to Leicester. There's Sandro Tonali at AC Milan. He'd be like 60 mil, something like that.
Is there anyone in the Premier League that we could DM in the Prem?
No.
Partey.
Who?
Partey.
He's a bum. He's a bum. No. I mean, they could try buying Gilmore from us.
No, they won't. Not happening. No way.
Do you know? If he didn't just sign a new contract, I'd have said Xhaka. I'm not saying in terms of because I feel like Newcastle aren't going to try and plow from the back, are they? Right? Let's be not yet anyway. Maybe in a couple of years' time.
Wait, Lauren, are you watching this? You're barely commenting.
I feel like Lauren is. She put Prime Wenger as a double. I don't know. 60 million. Are you mad? Try 30, 35. Well, who for? What? Gilmore?
No, she's talking about what's his name? Partey.
Xhaka.
Oh, yeah. There's Torreira. Is he at Atletico Madrid right now? Is he? Or is it? Roma?
Yes, that's a shot. Actually, Torreira's a good player.
But you're gonna have to think about players that are gonna be willing to sacrifice Champions League football.
Tonali,
that's the thing.
Depends. It depends who the manager is at the time. If they get like a top quality manager who basically
a lot of people are linking Fonseca with the job. I'm like, do not go there.
No, he's a bomb.
You do not. If you're looking to stay in the Premier League, the last one you want to go and pick up is fucking Paulo Fonseca.
The thing is, with this Newcastle squad, like, I know they're in relegation battle right now, but individually, look at the squad. It's like, it is a mid-table squad at a push, with a better manager, clearly. Like, if they, maybe in the summer, or even in January, if they improve their centre-back options, get a creative midfielder or something like that, finishing top 10, or at a push, like, say, Conference League, is not that unrealistic.
I've just had an idea for a CDM that they could try and get. Some of you may know him, James Garner from United.
Man United.
He's on loan at Forest this year. He is a baller. Now I've watched. I'll be very positive about Garner. I've watched him a lot of the time. Watch EFL. Garner is the real deal. I was surprised. I was shocked after last season that Ollie decided to let him go out on loan, because I'm like, United need a CDM. James Garner is a great player. He's got everything you want. He's got the passing ability. He's even got goals from DM. I was like, he really should be staying in this United squad challenging Fred and McTominay. Ollie decided to put him out on loan again. If I was Newcastle, I'd look at these are the types of players that I'd be looking at if I was Newcastle. Not overspending, trying to pick up a James Garner, maybe even on a loan. These are the types of players that I would be looking at. The ones that aren't overly expensive, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to waste all your money now. Not waste all the money, but financial fair play and all that. And then in 2-3 years be near the top, and having to do that. But yeah,
how old is Garner? Because he's a kid, isn't he?
James Garner, research it.
22, I think.
Okay, that's a good age. I don't know. I just think like you'd have to pair him with experience. That's the thing with Newcastle. So like him with Xhaka or something would be fine. The thing is, if he was playing in midfield with McTominay or Fred, he'd be learning the wrong things. Or him playing with Pogba, that wouldn't be great because him as a kid, he needs help. He can't do it on his own.
Do you think Donny van de Beek might be a good shout?
In a pivot?
No, not as a pivot. So play a 4-3-3 with Garner as a lone DM, with Donny as a box to box and Willock as a box to box. So essentially, sort of defenders of three, allow potentially one player to move forward.
Maybe, but you would need to bring in an experienced DM because, I'm not a big fan of just having kids play by themselves because,
No, I agree, but I think Garner is ready for it. But look, we digress. I won't be back at 9 because I'm absolutely shattered. And United, they can have a week off. We'll allow them to have a week off, and they can continue to lick their wounds. We will be back for a watch along though tomorrow of Tottenham versus United, so you can find me there. I'll be doing a watch along for that. Sunday, I'm doing a watch along of Villa West Ham. That should be an interesting one. Might even be doing Norwich Leeds if I'm feeling particularly banterous and if I'm awake. Which is unlikely, so that's probably
Newcastle Chelsea.
Newcastle Chelsea might do it if I'm awake. It's 3 p.m. kickoff. We might do it. You never know.
Yeah, see Maximin get a hat-trick against us. Ooh.
Weirder things have happened. In fact, tomorrow there is actually Championship football, QPR Forest. I might do QPR Forest. Why not? Might do. I was just talking about James Garner. Maybe I'll whack out a watch along for some Sky Bet Championship. But before you go, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. Check out our socials: Twitter Let's Talk EPL, Instagram Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok Let's Talk Premier League. Abs, where can they find you, mate?
Yep, so I've put all my Twitter handles there. On the Ball TV, that's the podcast I'm with on Monday and Thursday. And Shed and Shot is pending very, very soon, my guy Daniel. And yeah, you can find they're like my personal app, but those are the main two things I do now.
Perfect. Prime, where can they find you? If I just put you there so you can see your name.
Oh, yeah. You can catch me on the Football Terrace. You can catch me on the First XI. We did Chelsea show this week, Liverpool show. I think there might have been a United show. I can't exactly remember. Today we might, depending if O'Shea gets back to me, we might do Forward Watch. I don't know. Maybe. Depends on him. I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's about it. I was thinking we might, I don't know, maybe we'll do something after the weekend. Follow me on Twitter and you'll find out stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, St. Maximin hat-trick. Let's go.
Come on.
Perfect. And Slen, where can they find you, mate? You're muted.
Okay, muted.
Yeah, they can find me here every Friday. On Instagram, it's @officialslen. And please don't come there if you're under 18. We post some exclusive content. So yeah, I think that's it. Twitter, I lost count. I've opened accounts. They keep being suspended. I now don't know which Twitter account I'm using. So
I'm sorry, what? Don't follow your Instagram because it's what?
Don't come there if you're under 18 because we post some exclusive shit. Explicit is the word.
Prime is right there.
Why are you? Okay.
He had to go there.
Luckily, I turned off the made for kids button. Luckily, especially with Prime here and some of his opinions, we don't want the younger generation starting to have opinions about St. Maximin like Prime does. I mean, the younger generation. I don't
rate St. Maximin.
Yeah, it's actually illegal, Prime, in this country. You're lucky you're in Ireland.
I'm in England.
Oh, well, then you're going to be arrested for that vile abuse on St. Maximin. He is clear of Eden Hazard. I'm joking.
No.
That's true.
I'm joking.
If he's clear of Eden Hazard, Maximin must be clear of Gerrard as well. Then, which I agree. That's fine. We can do that.
He's level with Salah.
That's even Matt on 1 minute.
He's level with Salah.
This is either Matt or an absolute wanker. Insulate Britain. Get off our fucking road, you bunch of wankers. Found it. It's Matt. Insulate Britain. Thogden said what? Thogden is going Pompey tomorrow, but doesn't go to Home Park. What a bell end. We all know Thogden's a bell end after the Newcastle thing. But yeah, we'll be back later. But until then, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, watch on for Tottenham United tomorrow. Should be interesting. Catch you in a bit, guys.
Come on in a bit.